Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So today we had a very volatile day and we saw huge selling when the markets opened. So if you've seen my video that made on the view for 17th, I mentioned that don't get carried away by the positive opening in the market. So Nifty did not open positively, maybe a minor slight positively, but Bank Nifty opened huge positively, and then we saw a sharp selling. So our view that okay, you should not be getting carried away in the morning at the opening worked really well. And then we saw huge selling into the Nifty and into the Bank Nifty, but at the end of the day both Nifty and Bank Nifty recovered. So let's look at Nifty. What happened? So Nifty seems to be a hammer, and RSI is taking support at 60 exactly. So it's a hammer with a support. So our view was if the day low is crossed, we might see some downside movement, and exactly this day low is crossed, and we saw a sharp down movement into the market. Now let's look at intraday chart. What happened to Nifty? So if you see Nifty, we opened, we exactly resisted the orange line, and then we saw a very sharp cut into the price, and our levels that we discussed that okay, after this we will see a sharp selling into the market, and exactly that's what happened. And interestingly, if you see at the end of the day, market closed at exactly this two candle low. So this is how the analysis works. So definitely nobody can predict how fast and how far the market will go, but this was the in the morning. And if I look at the order flow, if you see, definitely we had a huge order flow negative on Nifty, and it is basically because of, I think, Infosys, that opened gap down. Okay, but Bank Nifty was still bullish, but it was a Nifty that dragged the market today. Okay, so we had a good amount of sellers, and then there was no follow through on the price downside. So I think after the fall, there was no day for trading because it was a kind of a sideways market, and I think we had a good amount of delta as well in a negative. So market closed into the negative only, in the negative territory only. So now what's next? So definitely, now the upside only when we cross 17,800 or 17,900, and we can target around 18,050. Lower side we have a good support at around 17,575 and then 17,550. So these are the two important levels that on the lower side, they're marked in the green already. And so and then we have this one candle, we can see a low. If you ask me, the selling was not powerful yet. Yeah, it is good selling, but it is only because of the IT. But overall market has a good amount of buying. So small cap, mid caps, and the Bank Nifty all are into a good buying zone. So I think this is a kind of a selling that was expected after a long rally. But I think we will go sideways, and eventually we will go to the upside. That's the view. We'll see. But then looking at the numbers, if we, let's say, broke around 17,700, we might see the day's low, and then we might see this green zone, and then this zone 7,550. But I think 17,600 to 17,550 should act as a strong support for the markets. Let's look at what happened onto the Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, we again, sorry, this is a weekly chart. Bank Nifty, we again have a hammer onto it, and if you see, RSI is still positive, no movement. And even if we saw selling, but it is in the positive territory only. So Bank Nifty closed above yesterday's closing. So that's the interesting fact. Let's look at what happened into the Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty opened gap up, and then with the huge pressure on the Nifty selling, we saw a huge amount of selling into Bank Nifty. But if you see the exactly day low, it is exactly at the third SP. So this is how market profile can help you, to take the trades. And here, from here, we have around 500 pointers move to 600 pointers move into the Nifty. And one more interesting thing is, even if you see, we saw huge amount of selling in the first session, but it, price was positive. So there was no big seller present in the market into the bank Nifty. It was all emotional selling due to the HDFC Bank result by the small players. So I haven't seen any big player, taking the price down. Now you ask me why this happens. This happens because, if there is no buying pressure, then the sellers have a upper hand. So example is, if somebody is selling 100 contracts at some price and there is no buyer, okay, then the price will definitely go down. Even if in a low volume, the price will go down. If there is a huge amount of buyer and there are no sellers, then price will go shoot up. So exactly this happened today in the markets, and we had a sharp selling. But then the single print support exactly worked well, and we had a bounce back. If you see, after that, bank nifty uh, closed just 2000 or 3000 contracts down. So I think it's, as per our normal observation, above 7000 contracts. If if there are not more than 7 to 8000 contracts, we don't see a sharp movement. And that's why the sharp movement did not continue into the bank nifty. So even if nifty was in a red, but bank nifty was not. Bank nifty was really supporting the market today, and we saw the things. So so that's it for now on the nifty and bank nifty. I think we both made an hammer candle. So today's low is very important, or the, let's say, 30-40 points below today's low is very important. And I think for a bank nifty now to close, it really needs to break this level, and then we can see the downside targets. So for now, this should act as a good support, which is around 41,850. That should act as a good support for the bank nifty. Let's look at HDFC Bank. What happened? Again a sharp selling, but then price, did some movement around this yellow level, and we are, exactly closed around that. So I think HDFC Bank definitely a sharp selling because of, because of, let's say, the result yesterday. And I know many times when the result comes in, if there are many long positions, then the market takes that in a negative direction, because the many people get trapped into that. So HDFC Bank and HDFC both took our trailing stop losses, and we are out of the trade. So I think the trailing stop loss with yesterday's low, and we if you remember this single print, and we were out from the trades into both of them. Look at ICICI Bank exactly took a support near yesterday's spring, single print, and was, same for, let's say, if I show you Reliance, this level acting as a good support yet. Axis Bank exactly took at support at the single print, and Kotak Bank as well near to this single print. So till now, I think yes, there was a huge selling today, but overall there is a bullishness still into the market, until and unless today's lows into Nifty and Bank Nifty is decisively crossed. We are not gonna be bearish. We will still keep our view as a bullish into the markets. Okay. And for tomorrow, this is the stock maybe you can look for around above 45. We might see some movement into this stock, and then we'll see. So Bajaj Finance also looking good, I think, above this level, above 6,000. Let's say we might see some movement, but we'll wait for Nifty and Bank Nifty to settle down, the HDFC Bank results to be, taken in, and then we will look for the next trades that we can look for. Okay. So that's it for now. Interesting session today. Let's look at, what is happening with Dow into the end. And I think it is kind of a consolidation right now. If you see the very small candle till now, well, it's just started now 50 minutes, but yeah, it's not bearish, and this trend line that we have drawn is looking, still working. So high chances that we might break out on the upper side. Okay, so that's the view. And before we close, our disclaimer, as we say, this view shared here are only for educational purpose. Please do not take any trade or investment decision based on the view shared. Please consult your financial advisor before you take any trade or investment decision. We are not responsible for any loss due to the content in the video. So I hope this is helpful for you, and Let's see what happens in the market tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As I always say, be passionate about the market, learn about the market. Once you learn it, you can, achieve anything. Thanks. Bye bye.